Welcome to the Planet Paintball Podcast, the ultimate podcast for paintball enthusiasts. Each week, we dive into the world of paintball, bringing you stories, insights, and tips from players, coaches, and industry insiders. Sponsored by 1023 Sportswear. Looking for high-quality gear that performs as hard as you do? Check out 1023 Sportswear. And as a listener of the Planet Paintball Podcast, you can get 20% off your order with the code PLANETPaintball. Suit up, save big, and play your best.
All right, welcome back to the Planet Paintball Podcast. Check out our sponsors, 1023 Sportswear for all your custom apparel, and Southwest Paintball. If you are in Colorado, check out Southwest Paintball in Bayfield, Colorado. I got episode 1 with me, Mr. Colin, back. Team Filthy. Guys are having a heck of a year. Let's start from the very beginning. Tampa. Take us through the run up to Tampa.
We flew up the weekend before for practice. We went through that practice and we drove down to the event, but they had practice. Me and Meyer wasn't able to go.
Okay. At the event?
To that practice. Yeah, I think that was the practice me and Meyer couldn't make. Well, we didn't make either one of the practices. But they drove down early. We got down there. It's because of school. We got down there a little late. And then I think the first day we were 2-1. Oh no, were we 2-0 or 1-1? I don't know. It's been a hot minute ago.
You were 1-1 because that's where Major Meyer was born.
Oh yes, that's what Meyer. Oh yeah, we were running down the field and I think it was 12-second point. We had it. We won it. Next thing you know, Meyer got a major. That was a minute ago.
It was a hot minute ago. But that was the only game lost, right?
Yeah, the whole event.
So you steam through until you get to the semifinals, and then you ran up against who?
Forgot what team. That's the one we lost to go into third in match.
Because you played for third and fourth there.
Yeah. The third and fourth game was Phoenix or Arizona pole position. That's who the third and fourth game was against. I don't know who we lost to.
And well, let's just jump straight into it. So you got knocked out of playing for first and second, but you get the redemption match to play for third, right? So it's something or nothing, and you and your brother come out feasting on that snake side.
Oh yeah, I was about to pass out that game too.
Yeah, it was a hot one down there, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Played every point. I think, but won that whole event. And then leading up to that day, I didn't drink enough water. And that last game, I was going like in and out. You could watch the YouTube that had at the final thing, and I was just laying on the ground.
Yeah. Your legs went a little noodly there, didn't they?
And one of the points, I think it was like a 4-on-1, and it was me and Meyer on the snake side, and I ended up just telling Meyer to go, and I think I just laid on the snake juice box and just told him to go because it was like a 4-on-1. I needed a break, and I was not running down.
Fair enough.
It saved me for the last point though, which we needed.
Yeah. So how was it? Was that your first medal winning with Meyer? It's since like 3-man days.
Oh yeah, it's just 3-man days.
Yeah. Okay. How was that?
It's a different feeling because it's also a national event, but it's also with your brother. So like it makes it like a double amount better feeling. Because when you played the same side as him the whole event, you worked with him, and you like pretty much earned it together. Well, the whole team earned it.
No, but yes, of course. The whole team earns it, but it makes it a little different when you're rocking with your brother and
playing this too and just
so going from there, a little bit of break, not much, but you guys went up to Filthy to train a couple times, right?
Yeah, I think once in between the events.
Okay. Did you have to shovel off snow that first one before the event?
Yeah, I think that was the event. We had to shovel off snow off the field.
Okay.
Don yelled at all the kids to go start shoveling snow. And then that was a miserable practice.
Yeah.
I don't know. Practicing in the snow, going down to the Florida heat.
Yeah. Not conditioned for that for sure.
No.
Event 2 is kind of, well, before we move on, give the D3 guys their props. They won that one, right?
Yeah.
And then Carla took home second, right? In the W and XL with high rollers?
Yeah, she got second.
So, and then the kids got second also, right? The youth line?
Yeah, Meyer did, I think.
So, really good showing for the Filthy organization.
Yeah, I think everyone bit D5 podium that event.
Okay, nice. And then The next event you guys is AC, right? One we just came off of. So take us through the kind of the warm up to AC for the layout practice, because you guys had a lot of pro teams out there, right? At Quickshot, Speedball. You had Leverage. Who else?
Leverage, Wrecking Crew, and Shock, and I think Red Legion.
Okay. How was it being around those guys? Like, was there any takeaways from them?
You can just watch. I mean, Malloy, I don't really know if you could take away from him because he just runs guns up to the Snake 1 on that layout. I don't know how he did that. He ran guns up Snake 2 sometime and shoot people in the face while running. And then Red Legion was controlling zones by bounce shots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was really weird. I didn't know you like.
I didn't know you could do
It's
that.
impressive. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. That practice was rough.
Did you guys steal any of those bounce shots from them when you saw them?
No, because we couldn't figure it out. Well,
okay.
I think maybe D3 did. D4
okay. Did you guys get any reps with any of the pro teams?
D4 didn't.
D4 didn't. What about D?
I think D3 got a couple with Wrecking Crew.
Okay.
I think that was it.
All right. And you had TPP out there.
Yeah, they were out there too.
And they were there for the first event also. So that's kind of like their home base to come and practice to right before the event.
Great.
Yeah, they're good people. It's kind of cool that the Puerto Rican team comes and does the layout up in New Jersey. So take us through that. Did you turn around? Did you just stay up there?
Well, we came back home.
Okay.
Because of school.
Yeah. Okay. But pretty quick turnaround, right?
Yeah.
You're home Sunday night, and then when were you flying back out to Jersey?
I think we went Thursday. I think we drove up Thursday. Yeah, we drove up Thursday.
Okay. So you drove, no flying that time?
No, not that time.
All right. So you drew up Thursday. Did you get to practice with the guys beforehand? Just not enough time with school.
Now we got that over with.
Free for a little bit, aren't you? One more year, man. One more year. Almost. You're right there. You just got to finish it. You did finish going away from paintball because there's other life stuff, but congratulations on finishing your firefighter level 1 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So now you can go out to calls.
Oh, yeah. I got to get on got to go somewhere first. Got to get to a station first. I haven't applied or anything.
All right. Just out of curiosity, because there's a lot of paintball players that are firefighters. Did that influence you in taking that opportunity that the school gave you, or is that something you always kind of wanted to do, or why did you decide to check out the firefighter thing?
Papa.
Okay.
He's well, that sparked it for me.
Okay. So Grandpa was a firefighter? Okay. Nice.
I don't know. This was a long time. I don't know how many years, but. And then my uncle was too.
Little generational first responder service. Nice. Okay.
I don't know how Dad feels about it.
Well, what really matters is how Mom feels about it.
I don't know how she feels about it either. My grandpa's happy.
Yeah, I bet he is. All right, so you get up there. Take us through the event a little bit.
Day 1, very dusty. Can barely open your eyes. There's so much dust flying around. And then I think we lost our first match and won every other match. I think we lost against Public Enemy.
Okay.
And then we won our next game. Moving on to Saturday, pretty confident on what we were doing. I didn't start.
Okay.
People are doing way better than me.
So
I wasn't hot that day.
Start. How did it? So Saturday you weren't hot?
Friday.
Friday. Okay. So when did you because you played at every point in the finals?
Everyone picked the last point.
Okay.
Logan got that spin.
So how did you earn that starting spot?
Bad timing.
Oh no.
Your face ain't in it.
What did you say?
He's laughing.
I'm here. I lost your picture though. There we go. Double filthy. Hey, where's my shirt? All right. You guys still there? I'm getting some reverb.
Yep.
Just take out the things. We'll use the mic. Oh, there we go. Yours is fine. Chris, talk real quick.
Hello.
Yeah, I just put them away and we'll do both of you guys.
You there?
Yeah, there we go. All right, that works. What's up, buddy?
What are we talking about? Nothing. What are we
We're talking about Atlantic City. What?
What do you want?
Well,
What did he said?
we're just going through Atlantic City and how he earned his playing time.
Yeah, what now?
How Colin earned his playing time at Atlantic City.
Yeah, keep going. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break up the party here, but I figured it was a good time.
No, it's always a good time. I wish I had my Oh, I do. No, I don't. Thought I had my koozie here, but I don't.
I was trying to find yours, but I couldn't find it. I don't know what it is. It's somewhere around here. I used it the other day.
Nice.
Let's keep
So,
going.
how'd you earn your playing time, Colin? It's weird now that Dad's here.
I think it was it the 15-second point we did, and I just ran down the field?
I think so. Maybe.
And we did like a 15-second point to win against, was it Nano? No, it was either Nano or the team before that.
I'm not over. See, I'm always in the pit, so I don't get to see anything. You know what I mean? I'm always running to the paint trucks. I think, yeah, whatever team that was, we needed a. Yeah,
I did 2 of them and won both of them.
yeah. So one of those points, he did really well.
So what was was there any point, when did you know you were going to win it?
Saturday?
You felt
Yeah,
like
when
it
I
was
went pick
just
up.
all full throttle then? Like you felt it in the air? Okay. What was your hardest match Sunday?
It wasn't even the final. It wasn't smooth.
That was that first team we played, wasn't it?
Public Enemy? No. That wasn't hard.
Here's
So
a
from
fun-
the score, the closest game was either Smoke Red or Lost Boys.
It was Lost Boys.
Yeah, I think it was the Lost Boys.
Smoke.
Okay.
It shouldn't have been that close.
Oh, man, gotta talk junk on our fellow South Carolina guys.
It's always been, man. We kind of got a rivalry with these guys, right? And it just so happens we're from South Carolina too. You know what I'm saying? I think it kind of started last year in Chicago when we made it to the semis, and we played. It was actually the leftovers. It was like 4 or 5 of them were smoke. It was a bunch of them, right? There was a bunch of smoke guys, and they knocked us out. And it was a fight, right? And that was the match that Colin got hurt. They really tweaked his ankle, and then and we've met them a couple of times since then, and it's always been a fight, right? So those guys.
So we were talking about the smoke rivalry a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we've always had kind of all the games versus those guys have always been pretty tough, right? Like. No matter what smoke, I mean, they're good guys. Like we just have a little rivalry going on with them, on the field, right? Like, yeah, and like I said, it just works out that we're from South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? If we weren't here, I think the rivalry would still be there, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, good teams are gonna create rivalries, right? Like you always want to get the guys that are knocking you out or giving you a hard time.
Like Dynasty Aftershock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did you guys watch any of that this weekend?
No, we didn't.
Okay, neither
I've
did
seen
I.
some clips, man. It looked like it was crazy.
I saw something, that medical thing. What's that brand called?
Peptides, the pro peptides.
Yeah, the peptides. They put out some stuff.
When Greenspan ran through.
Yeah.
And him and A-Rod were just like shooting it out. That was pretty tough. I like that.
Yeah. I know that guy put a lot of money into it, and I just wish it had been better, right? Good on him for trying something, but
yeah. I mean, there was a bunch of fields that they could have used. You know what I mean? Like made it look better.
Yeah. I mean, I personally would have gone to like a turf field somewhere. But I know the guys from Utah, and I get wanting to host it at your field. But I feel like from tickets and stuff, like hosting it somewhere else probably would have gone better.
They probably could have hit up. They could have hit up Don and went to Quick Shot.
They could have hit up Don and gone to Quick Shot. Really nice field.
Right.
And Shock has been out there already, so they know it's nice.
So let's continue. So that's I think the Lost Boys was our toughest game on Sunday. And I think that was the time it started raining, right? Like it was before that. Was it before that? Yeah, Sunday was just miserable when it started raining. It went to dust and mud really quick.
Okay. So everyone's been saying how dusty it was. Do you feel like it was worse than last year? Because last year the boys came out looking like they'd been working in the coal mines.
Right. And we didn't play on those fields this year on the towards the back part.
Okay.
We were kind of on different fields than last year. So
Gotcha.
I don't know if that made a difference with the sand, where the sand was and whatnot, but It was I'm not diving either, but I think he looked worse last year than he did this year.
It wasn't windy last year. This year it was windy and blowing your eyes. Last year it was just when you were diving and it went up. This year it was just like in the air just because of wind.
Okay.
It wasn't windy that last year.
Gotcha. So, and then it didn't rain. I mean, it always rains the second event, it feels like, but it didn't like flood out the fields. But with that wind and stuff, from what I've heard, it got really cold really quick.
It got cold and it did flood the pits.
Okay.
Yeah.
So about the glass where I was diving into.
Yeah, he dove into some glass at one point, and he got his hand pretty good when he was diving. So cut him up, but we still finished the day.
That you guys did. So you did end up winning against Team No Name 2-0, and they were some grueling points. And so, Colin, take us. You played one of the points, right?
Played 2 out of the 3.
Or did you play? You played both of them.
There was 3 points.
Was there?
Played 2 out of the 3.
But did one time finished then, right?
The first one was the no
Well, then there
point.
was 4 points.
Yeah, there was
okay.
4 points. He got to that one-on-one at the end of the first point.
Yeah.
And traded, so made it no point.
Yeah. So take us through that point. What were you thinking? Because it was it a one-on-one or
No.
it was a couple on one at one point, right?
Yeah, it was a 2-on-1 at one point, but at the beginning of it, no, it was a 2-on-2 because I saw Carly. But at the beginning of it, we lost it was like a pretty long point, and then we just lost like our whole snake side. So it was like a 2 versus either 3 or 4 with Carly. I think it was 4. Carly shot the Drudo, and I shot the center dude at the center tower. And then
You shot the snake guy.
yeah, and I shot the snake guy.
Snake 50.
Yeah, the snake 50 guy. So that put me in a. So it was a 2-on-1, me and Carly versus one of their center guys. Carly tried to bump up the middle, but he came over to the top and shot Carly. Like I couldn't see him from where I was at. And then it was a 1-on-1, and we just had like a snap battle, and we traded.
Okay. So I mean, if you're gonna have a no point, best to have it at the beginning, right? Like a no point's better than going down a point. So what was the mindset in the pits at that point? And maybe both of you can kind of speak to it as pit manager and player.
Very confident.
Yeah, the whole pit in general seemed to be very like everybody was calm. Like it was just another day for us, right? Like everybody was helping each other come off the field. We knew we were going to send the same 5 back out, and everybody was very hyping each other up, but calm, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just very calm. Just we knew what we had to do, and we just went out there and played the second point.
And you guys had Splitty with you all Sunday or most of Sunday? No,
I don't think we had him on Sunday. He wasn't there, right?
No, he wasn't
there.
No.
One time, man.
Thought they got knocked out early for some reason.
Yeah, Q and Fernando were coaching us
Okay.
It's most of Sunday, right?
All of it.
All of Sunday. After the D3 guys got
didn't
knocked out.
one match.
Yeah. Once our D3 guys, they lost in the quarters, I think. Yeah. Then they kind of just came over and helped us out the rest of the day.
Okay, nice. Trying to see when D3 got knocked out because they were going on they got knocked out, I guess, the Ochos.
It was? Okay. Because I was having to run
the first game on Sunday.
Yeah, I was having to run 2 pits at the same time. And that was...
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Fun.
a good problem to have, right?
Yeah. No, the whole organization right now has good problems to have.
Yeah. Because, I mean,
for sure.
Even in the middle of Sunday, right? Like, at one point, I had to go coach the kids line who was playing on the pro field for first and second during the middle of all of this. So it was chaos for about 2 hours.
How'd the kids end up finishing?
Second. Yeah, versus Hydra Kids, which is, Fitz youth line.
Yeah, Fitz little midgetrons.
Yeah, I mean, they're good, man. They are, I think we stack up really well against them. But, they're a good team too, so.
So take us through the second point, Colin.
That was a quick point. They shot 2 snake guys off the break, and I think I shot one down the wire on the Drudo, and then someone else shot one other, and they just tallied that point really quick. It was just a really quick point.
Was that the one the dude tried to jump the snake lane?
Yeah, some dude tried to jump our snake lane, but got shot in the snake.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I think that showed on the...
thing.
It was the weirdest jump, too.
I was like, what are you doing?
There were a couple weird jumps at that event, like people trying to jump over lanes, going to cans and stuff. So take us through the third point then.
That was another long point. So we got on the other side of the field. I had 8 pods, and then I was just holding the snake gap at that point. And then once I got the snake, I got off of it. And so I was in the baby shooting the gap, and then I like so there was a dude in the D corner and the 30 or the D3. And so like from the baby you can get low and go backwards to the D corner without anyone seeing you. So I did it, and then I never looked wire. I kept looking cross until Carly told me to look wire because Carly was watching it. And when Carly told me to look the wire, I smoked the dude bumping, and that opened the whole game up.
Okay, nice.
Like Carly and me, that Carly told me that blew the field open.
Who gave you the intel on the crawl back? You got to give him his props. I thought that was Sam.
No, Sam told me just to run up the field. It's like early stop, you just run. I tried that at one point. I had 2 points and it worked in 15 seconds.
Sorry, Sam. We tried.
Sam Silberg from Infamous.
I learned that the first day though. From back.
I knew he gave him some kind of intel. I just didn't know what it was.
Okay. And then you sat the last point?
There wasn't much time left on it. So we were just going to hold them.
Okay.
So we got some people out there just to hold. We put Don in. Don wasn't going to play at all until we made him.
He didn't even have arm pads on.
Yeah, I don't think
he didn't even. Someone's gun, someone's pack.
Yeah, he just put stuff on and went out there. You know, he wasn't going to play, but we were like, Don, let's go out there and get this. You know what I mean? You need to be out there. And so we kind of had to push.
Yeah, they have no choice but to run it down at that point and try.
Heavy guns, right?
Yeah.
So we knew Don was a heavy gun, so gotta have it.
Yep. So how was it winning, Colin? And then we'll get to Dad.
Different. Like, yeah, there's winning local events, but winning that, like, I wanted that for so long, and it just, like, it hit different. It feels so much different. I'm still not over it. It's just, I don't know how to word it. It's just a crazy feeling to know you won a national event.
And Dad?
I mean, I've never won a national event playing, but I felt like I did.
Well, you got one now as a pit crew.
Yeah, I'll take it. But you do so much for them, and all the flights and all the flights to Jersey and all the traveling and stuff like that we've done the past few years, going to these events. It felt really good. The kids have won, right, and the youth, and that's fun, and I'm happy for the kids, and they earned it. But like just actually winning, a divisional first place was really cool. In Tampa, we had it. I don't know what happened in the semis with us. We should have been playing for first, but I'm not sure if it was just fatigue or whatever. We just kind of fell off. But once we got back on the field for playing for third in Tampa, we did really well. And that's kind of what happened, this event. But we just didn't fall off. We just stayed steady the whole time. But it was really cool to watch them both win. You know what I mean? And get those medals, earn those medals.
What's the plan for going into Ohio here in 2 weeks?
So we fly up there Tuesday, and then we set the field up Wednesday night ball at Quick Shot, and then I think we're playing every day up until the event, but one day it's the one day we're driving.
That's a lot of play time.
Yeah, we're sending them up. Rachel's taking them to the airport Tuesday, and then the next Tuesday, me and her are driving up to Cincinnati. They're going to drive over from New Jersey with Don and some of the other guys. They're going to ride over with them to Cincinnati, and we'll just meet them up there. So we're just shipping them off.
Okay. And you guys got you picked up a new guy for the coaching staff, right? Which is kind of like an extensive coaching staff as is.
Yeah, I don't know if I like him or not, but we'll see.
Jury's out on Norris for you.
I know he's going to watch, so I got to give him a little bit. Right?
Yeah, I know he's going to watch. Gotta give
we won't say nothing. We'll just let him.
Oh, we're clipping this. I'm going to end it right there. Now, Colin, you haven't been with Norris for any of the team stuff, but you did get to go out to a local field with them and play with them a little bit. And that was your first time, kind of getting to hang out with Norris, right?
He sucks. I'm just kidding.
You can't say that though, because he controls when you play.
It's okay.
I can say it all I want.
Hey, no, it's okay. Whataburger with Norris again.
Whataburger with Norris was wild. It was a good time. Now Meyer got to play with Norris at the 10-man though.
Yes. Yeah, last year.
Yeah. Meyer around? He want to jump in?
I have no idea where he is. I haven't seen him all day. I know he drove to his girlfriend's and hung out because she's in his room. She's going to
Okay.
Spain for 2 weeks, so he had to go see her. But I can remember run to get him.
Yeah, run and get him. Why not? Let's bring. So we're back. Took a little break there. So Meyer is not available right now.
He's asleep.
Passed out with his phone in his hand or something. He's got to get that beauty rest to look that good and play that good.
But yeah, I think Norris will be. He's got a lot of energy, right? Like I think he'll be really good for the Filthy guys. He brings a lot of energy.
Yeah.
I think he'll fit in well with us.
Yeah, I think he's gonna fit in really well with you guys. And I see him and Don as being
right. And he stayed with us when he came up to coach the other day or last weekend. He came up and stayed with me on Saturday. Was it Friday or Saturday night? Saturday night. He stayed with us Saturday night. So we had a long conversation, talked about the organization, and I kind of gave him the rundown on what's going on. And he told me, he was like, "Yeah, I'm not here to change anything. I'm just here to kind of just gel in with everybody else and just kind of keep going."
nice. And the Wrecking Crew guys are still highly involved, right?
Yes.
Stevie and Splitty.
Yep. 100%. 100%. Yeah.
You know what's been so when we talked earlier in the season, Chris, you were excited about only getting to focus on one team, but you've been focusing on both. So what's been the most challenging aspect of that?
Well, actually, it's 4 teams. 4. So, we got the D4 line, which the boys are on, and then we have the D3 line. They don't have as many players, so I have to get over there, right? And so in between, hopefully we're not playing at the same time like we did on Sunday. We run paint, fill pods, things like that. The D5 guys, I help them out as much as I can by filling pods or whatever and get those guys squared away. And then Don actually had me coaching the kids this past in Atlantic City. So I had to coach the kids in between all the matches at the same time because, the kids play on Saturday and it's 5-man. So they're playing throughout the day. Luckily, the fields that we played on were right next to each other. So that really helped out.
Okay. So that made it a little easier.
Right. So, we've come up with our plan in the pits. We know how many cases we're going to grab initially. And then from there, we'll go grab, ever how many more. And we'll see how the match is doing. And then I'm going running to the paint trucks, getting 1 or 2 at a time, try to keep that paint fresh. So, and that's for every D5 they have a lot of people, so they kind of take care of themselves as far as the paint goes like that. But for like the D3 and D4 guys, I'm running to the paint truck, 2 or 3 times a match.
Gotcha. Okay. And just keeping it fresh, not letting it stay out in the elements.
Right. Which I think really paid off on Sunday for us.
All I'm gonna say is
especially with that temperature change.
Even in the rain,
Yeah.
For me, it was ball on ball every day.
Yeah.
Or every match, every point.
Nice. Yeah, Valkit's had a good little run here with paint. Really, I'd say since World Cup. Like their paint shot good at World Cup. And then it's been nothing but good things since then. Chris, since we got you here, we gotta say congratulations to the Dark Carnival guys for winning the ICC.
Yes, the DC guys, man, like they're ripping it, aren't they? I'm so excited. I was watching them, doing their thing. So it's good to see the name keep going and living on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 2 in a row for them.
It is, yeah, because they won the official event of last season, or the last event of last season, which was in January.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they won the first event of the 25 season. Congratulations. And Ev, Ark,
you can get the whole roster.
Gosh.
I hope you can get
I'm not going to be able to get the whole roster. I was trying to think. I was going to say Freeze, but Freeze went and played with Trauma.
Yeah.
I know Matt's brother's on there. I can't remember the others, but congratulations, guys, on your win. We'll have to have one of you on, at least Kevin, to talk about it.
Yeah.
So that would be a fun one. Maybe we can get a couple of them on.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to get out of here.
But congratulations to the Dark Carnival guys.
I just wanted to crash the party for a minute, see what was going on in here. Y'all be good.
But let's jump back into it. So you guys won. How's the team chat been since winning?
Stay on it. Don't stop. Just keep practicing. It doesn't.
And a lot of the guys play like the local leagues up there, right? That run out quick shot.
Yeah, I think most of them.
Okay. And what's the standard for the team right now? What's the bare minimum you guys expect going into the next event?
Practice every weekend at least. Leading up to the event, once I'm out, like night ball, like all that. I just practice. Even when it's not on that weekend, just practice.
And you've been out there grinding? Seeing you. What, man, you got any new gear you're bringing out?
No, I got the same old.
Same old, same old. So since you guys have been doing so well, have you developed any superstition?
On like what?
Like either a piece of gear you got to wear or something you got to do before a match?
I just always, every match, I just listen to, like, not every match, but like before every day, I listen to music. The only day I didn't was Sunday because it was pouring rain and I did not want those expensive headphones.
All right. So what are you bumping to get warmed up for the day?
Different every day. Just depends on
Okay.
wake up. Just depends on the mood when I wake up. Like, do I want to get hype or do I want to, like, if I'm nervous, do I want to calm myself? Like, what do I want to do? Like, if I'm calm and like I'm not nervous, you'll listen to like rap or like something like that. And if you're like nervous or something, just like listen to like chill, like I don't know, normal music. I don't know what you call it, like white girl music.
You're not putting Beethoven in there?
No, not no, not that. We got like white girl music.
White girl. What is white girl music?
California girl.
Give me an artist that's white girl music. Okay, California girl. Yeah, gonna be hydrating a lot, right? Over the next couple days since you're playing so much.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and you are. Tell you what, I think you're gonna come out an absolute weapon after playing that much paintball leading up to the event.
That's what Fit does. Play every day.
Yeah.
That's why they're so good.
Have you got to do the night ball yet?
I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for that.
Okay. So you haven't been up to quick shot since they installed the night ball then?
I think we went up the weekend after they put up the lights, but we never played it. Because the day we got up there.
Well, and that makes sense if you're playing all day. You aren't going to go out at night. So everyone's healthy and ready to play on the team. No injuries this year at the third event, right?
No ankle problems.
Okay.
We're not wearing the brace.
No ankle problems. Okay. Staying bubble wrapped.
Yeah, I think that's what my nickname is in the group chat.
Okay. Well, man, I don't know how much we got, but we'll rock with it. It's a nice little update. Shout out the sponsors.
We got Filthy Streetwear, all this sick apparel. And then we got Valken. And we got Quick Shot, the best field there is. I think that's
right behind you. You can check it behind you.
Yeah.
All right.
And Silver Linings.
All right. And Silver Linings. All right. That's your jersey, right?
Yeah, that's from Macy.
Okay. So new fresh look coming in for Ohio.
Oh yeah, nothing's changing.
Can you tell us, or is Don gonna kill you if you tell us what the jerseys look like?
I can't say. We'll see, but they're fired.
Okay.
Don
as usual.
We won't spoil them yet.
He does. He's done really good on the jersey design. We'll get him on after the event, and he can spoil them. Don, we gotta make you do it one way or the other. Yeah. He can. He can. All right, man. Well, everyone, thanks for listening. Didn't ask you at the beginning, so if you're still here, give us a like or subscribe. It means the world to us. Populated in the algorithm, all that good stuff. Colin, thanks for coming back on, man. Wish I was going up there with you, but not in the cards this time. So I will, I'll definitely come down for World Cup. I think that's what I can guarantee at this point. Yeah. All right, man. Well, we'll stop it. You know what we got to do.
Thanks for tuning in to the Planet Paintball podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Whether you're out there grinding in the divisional pits or chasing dreams on the pro stage, remember, It's all about the passion, the hustle, and the love for the sport. Shout out to 1023 Sportswear for sponsoring the show. Don't forget to use code Planet Paintball at checkout for 20% off your order. Gear up, save big. Until next time, keep grinding, keep growing, and we'll see you back here on the Planet Paintball podcast